Hello, I am Dr. Ashish Chandy. This video on airway clearance therapy for children with cystic fibrosis is put together by the Cystic Fibrosis Care Team, Department of Pediatrics, CMC Vellore. Airway clearance therapy is the mainstay of treatment in cystic fibrosis. Dehydrated thick mucus in the airway, causing obstruction of airways, inflammation and infection is the underlying pathophysiology of cystic fibrosis. This process starts early in life, involving all airways and eventually leads to bronchiectasis. Hence, airway clearance therapy is advised for all ages, and this should be started as soon as the diagnosis is made or even when strongly suspected. In this video, we will be demonstrating chest physical therapy and postural drainage, simple breathing exercises, use of devices for clearing airways, and equipment to aid chest physical therapy. During chest physical therapy, the child is placed in different positions to enable gravity-aided drainage of mucus from the 5 lobes of the lungs. Each position is designed so that the draining bronchus from a major lobe of the lung is facing downward. This is combined with the percussion of chest or vibration to dislodge the mucus stuck to the airway walls. Following this, child is encouraged to do a huff cough or a strong cough to move the dislodged mucus from smaller to larger airways and then out of the trachea. We follow 3 steps of airway clearance therapy in sequence. This procedure is repeated twice or 3 times daily. Step 1. Use of bronchodilator inhaler. Step 2. Hypertonic saline nebulizations, that is 3 to 7%, as a mucus thinning agent. Hypertonic saline is an irritant and can cause bronchospasm occasionally. Hence, the pre-treatment with bronchodilator is the first step. Step 3. Chest tapping in different positions. It is important to teach children, even young ones, to cough and clear mucus during the therapy. Points to remember when doing chest physical therapy. Chest physical therapy is best done when the child is on empty stomach or at least 2 hours after meal. He should wear a plain, soft t-shirt without any zippers or buttons on it. Also remember to remove any jewelry around the neck or chest. Take care not to tap on bare skin. Caregivers should have clean hands. Remove rings, watches or bangles to avoid trauma during chest physical therapy. Let's listen to Mr. Hari Pratap Reddy.
Before doing chest physiotherapy, we need to follow hand hygiene. And we need to keep some materials needed before doing chest physiotherapy, like sputum cups, pillows, towel rolls. So, chest percussion is nothing but a clubbed hand where you need to percuss on the chest. So, when you percuss, you need to hear a hollow sound. Only if hollow sound is heard, it means your technique is correct. Chest physiotherapy must be done in extended arms, not in flexed arms, in children and adults.
I will be showing placement of hands for chest physiotherapy and postural drainage positions for children. Upper part of chest, right and left. Upper lobe, back. Make child to sit and keep 2 pillows on the lap. Ask child to stretch arms on the pillows by slightly bending forward. Clap on both shoulders simultaneously with both hands or with single hand. Upper lobe front. Make child to lie on the bed facing up by placing 1 pillow under the head and 1 pillow under the knees. Clap on upper portion of the chest below the collarbone and above the nipple simultaneously with both hands or with single hand. Middle part of the chest, left and right. Middle portion of left, front. Make child to lie on the bed facing upwards by placing a pillow on the left side and 1 or 2 pillows under the legs for elevation. Clap over the nipple region slightly away from the center. Likewise, this left side, clap over the right nipple region slightly away from the center. Lower part of the chest, right and left. Lower lobe front. Make child to lie on the bed facing upwards by keeping one pillow under the hip and one or two pillows under the legs for elevation. Clap over the lower portion of the rib cage below the nipple region with both hands simultaneously, or likewise the right side, clap over the lower portion of the rib cage. Lower lobe back. By keeping pillows in the same position, make child to lie on the bed facing downwards and clap over the lower portion of the chest simultaneously with both hands or with a single hand.
In infants, there is no much difference between the postural drainage positions between children and infants. In infants, we need to avoid head down position in order to prevent gastroesophageal reflux. In infants, chest percussion with cupped hand is replaced by 2 fingers and percussor. Now I will be showing postural drainage positions for right side. We need for right upper chest, we need to make child sit in straight position. With one hand you can hold it, with the other hand with 2 fingers you can clap on upper chest in front. For upper chest back, you can make child to sit in opposite direction and hold with one hand, and you need to clap with 2 fingers on upper chest. Coming to lower chest, we need to clap in upper, side and lower. For lower portion of right lung, you need to make child to supine lying, and with one leg you need to slightly elevate and you need to clap on anterior portion of right lower chest. You need to clap for 2 to 3 minutes. And for lateral thing, you need to slightly turn the child and elevate at the legs, and you need to clap on lower portion of your chest. For posterior, you can tilt the child in other way and make child to be in prone lying, and with one leg you need to elevate slightly and clap on lower portion of your back. Thank you.
Breathing exercises for cystic fibrosis. Children with CF can benefit from breathing training. CF airways are clogged with thick mucus, and this leads to air trapping. Emphasis on relaxed exhalation will prevent or decrease air trapping. Using diaphragm to breathe is an energy efficient way of breathing, whereas using accessory muscles to breathe, like those on the neck and back, wastes energy. Children are coached in diaphragmatic breathing. Many breathing techniques are available. While simple exercises can be taught by the pediatrician or nurse, some exercises need to be taught by the respiratory therapist and need more cooperation from the child. For example, autogenic drainage. Here we will be teaching 3 simple breathing exercises: pursed lip breathing, diaphragmatic breathing or relaxed breathing, otherwise known as breathing control, and deep breathing exercises or chest expansion exercises. Let's watch Mrs. Jeevitha demonstrate some breathing exercises. Pursed lip breathing. A slow deep breath is taken in, then the person breathes out slowly through pursed or puckered lips, which offers resistance to expiratory flow. This helps to keep small airways open longer due to the positive expiratory pressure. Breathing control using diaphragm or relaxed breathing. It is tidal breathing using the lower chest while relaxing the upper chest and shoulders. The terms diaphragmatic breathing and abdominal breathing are often used. deep breathing exercise or chest expansion exercises. In this technique, deep inspirations with a 3-second breath hold at total lung capacity is done. This is followed by a relaxed expiration. Breath hold at total lung capacity helps to open up collaterals and allows air to get behind the mucus plug. Laughing and crying are effective for thoracic expansion in infants and children. Cough. Strong cough is very important step to remove secretions from large airways. Encourage the child to cough well multiple times during CPT. Huff cough. This technique prevents closure of small airways by providing a PEEP using a partially closed glottis. This avoids trapping of secretions in smaller airways.
To complete the active cycle of breathing technique, we should do these breathing exercise together, and first we should do breathing control for 20 to 30 seconds followed by 3 to 4 deep breathing exercise. Again we should do breathing control for 20 to 30 seconds, then followed by 3 to 4 deep breathing exercise. Again we should do one breathing control for 20 to 30 seconds. At last we should do one huff coughing and one strong cough to clear the secretions from the lungs.
I am going to demonstrate the use of a device to aid clearance of secretions in the lungs. This can be taught to children above 6 years of age. This device has properties providing positive expiratory pressure and vibration. When child blows, small part in the acapella rocker moves in seesaw fashion, creating resistance to the airflow and creates positive expiratory pressure and vibration. This pressure gets transmitted into the airway, keeping the small airways opened and pushing the mucus upwards. Vibration will help to loosen the secretions. Now I will be showing the demonstration of how to use acapella. Before doing acapella, you need to follow hand hygiene and see that acapella is completely dried. Before using acapella, you need to do breathing control for 4 to 5 times, then you need to perform. Before performing acapella, you need to fix a resistance dial between 1 to 5, which will be fixed by your respiratory therapist or physiotherapist. So first you need to take slow deep breath, but not until total lung capacity, and you need to hold your breath for 2 to 3 seconds and then cube the mouthpiece in between the teeth, and you need to have a tight mouth seal in order to feel the vibration in your chest, and you need to blow in a medium speed for 4 to 5 seconds. Now I will be showing. You need to take slow deep breath. So you can place one hand on your chest. While blowing, you need to feel vibration in your chest. If you are not feeling vibration in your chest, it means you are not holding the mouthpiece tightly. So I will be showing the wrong maneuver. Blowing into the acapella by keeping your cheeks loose is an incorrect way. Now I will be showing it. So I am not feeling vibration here because I have not kept my mouth tightly sealed. You need to do this breaths for 8 to 10 times, followed by breathing control 4 to 5 times. Then you need to do 2 to 3 times of huff coughing and clear the secretions.
Physical exercises. This is a very important part of airway clearance and it does not cost anything. In addition to helping in clearing of mucus, regular physical exercises help to build physical strength and also improves lung functions. Running, jumping, dancing are all enjoyed by even small children. They should be encouraged to take part in sports activities too.